Darling, I just had another idea about the party. Wouldn't it be better if you invited the guests in person?
Oh, yes, I guess yes, it might be.
Good. Well, why don't you do that? Today, wouldn't you say? Time is kind of short.
Oh, well, yes, all right. I'll do it this afternoon.
Good.
Just let me go get my purse.
Do you need a list?
No, I don't think so after all. It's such a small group. I think I'll just stop by the ELQ office and invite Edward. Edward can invite Lila and, of course, Alan and Monica.
What about Dr. Gerald?
Oh, I'll call him from the ELQ office.
If you don't mind, Celia, I really think you should invite him in person. As a matter of fact, I'd make his office your first stop.
Well, I guess I could do that if you think it's important.
Oh, I do. I'm sure that all the other guests will accept the invitation, but he might require a bit of persuading.
Really? Why?
Well, the old gentleman's so tied up with this project of his that I'm afraid he might not want to spare the time. But if you turn the charm on him, I don't see how he could possibly say no.
My husband has faith in me.
Total.
And I love him for it. All right. I'll stop by Gerald's office first. You'll be here when I get back?
Here and ready.
Sometimes you say exactly the right thing. I won't be too long.
Hurry back, darling.
That's just what I was thinking.
Did you forget something, darling? Are you out of your mind coming here? Celia just left.
Yes, I know that. I waited in the hall until I saw her get into the elevator.
Somebody still might have seen you in the lobby.
I doubt that. I came in the back way.
Well, I still think it was a stupid risk for you to take coming here. Now, what is it that's so important that you couldn't have used a phone?
Further orders from control.
Have they changed the plans?
No, they have not, but they want an immediate report on your progress. Specifically, they want to know whether you've devised exactly how you're going to break into Gerald's office.
What did you tell them?
Well, I couldn't tell them anything. I told them I would check with you and report back.
All right, do that.
Does that mean that you do have a plan?
I have a plan.
One that you're sure of? Control will ask that.
It's already in operation, and yes, I'm sure of it. Now, will you get out of here? You do your job, and I'll do mine.
And I owe a lot of people money. But the nice thing is that I'm finally getting myself in a position where I can pay them all back. And oh, Connie, that feels so good to get that responsibility off my shoulders. And my therapist moved to town. She's working at General, so I continue my never-ending saga of relearning to walk.
I'm glad everything's working out so well for you.
It is. In fact, right now, it couldn't be better.
Good. Now, when do we get to the important part?
The what?
Well, as I recall, you mentioned something earlier about wanting to proposition me.
Okay, all right, enough game playing. Yes, here's the proposition. Have you read anything or heard anything about a guy named D.L. Brock? He is renovating an old historical building in town called the Greenwood House, turning it into a casino.
Yeah, I did read about that.
Okay, well, I'm going to run the casino for him.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I need your help.
Mine? How?
Security. You said you're an expert lady in security, right?
I am. As a matter of fact, I did finish that job over at the university.
Good. I know that. Now, a casino would take exceptional security measures, right?
Definitely. They're very complex and a real challenge to design.
There's that word, challenge. I thought that might appeal to you. So that is my proposition. Would you be my security consultant?
I'd be working directly with you?
Constantly.
It's an offer that's very hard to resist.
Is that a yes?
Yes, that's a yes.
Great.
Look, I'm going to see the plans. Are they ready?
Yeah, they're ready, but unfortunately, I don't have a copy for you at the moment.
Well, how soon?
Well, perfect timing. This is our contractor. Hey, Jimmy Lee.
Hey, I was just going to call you.
Yeah? Well, you saved yourself a dime. Connie Townsley.
Townley.
Townley, I'm sorry. Connie, James Lee Holt.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Can I join you?
Sure, sit down.
You must be new in town.
Relatively.
Good. Well, I'm hoping you're not going to just stay here a few days, eh?
No, I had no immediate plans to leave. What?
Because I'll help you to plan to stay.
Mr. Holt,
Yeah.
you're fired.
Well,
Do not muscle in on the boss's territory, you know what I'm saying?
Well, fine. If you fire me, then I just guess I'll have to pull my men off the job, which means you're going to have to explain to Brock why the place won't be open on time.
Huh, blackmail, you see this? I knew it would come to blackmail.
Yep, it sure did. Am I still fired?
I'm thinking about it seriously. I am.
Well, you're thinking about it. I'm going to talk to Connie, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's Connie.
Connie.
Well, if we're going to have a discussion, why don't I buy us a round of beer?
Sounds good.
Luke, you want a beer?
I sure do. I want something else, too.
What's that?
Dinner with you.
Okay.
Alone.
So the whole plan hinges on Gerald's accepting your invitation. What makes you so sure that he will?
Because I sent Celia to invite him in person, and she is very hard to resist.
Night and day, apparently.
Any more questions?
Yes, what makes you so sure that Gerald will accept? You have a contingency plan.
Will you stop poking holes? It's my plan, my responsibility, and I say it will work.
Yes, but we have to be absolute.
No, no buts. No buts. I have had it with your trying to mastermind every move I make. You have your responsibilities, and I have mine. Stop trying to do both of ours.
I'm sorry. I'm sure it must seem that I'm just being overly cautious about this, and it
Yes.
is nothing personal. You must understand. It's just a matter of dedication to the cause and the movement.
I am equally dedicated.
I'm sure you are. I'm going to leave, make my report. Oh, and for your information, comrade, I do intend to tell Control that I think your plan is, excellent.
I must say I was disappointed for you when I heard your honeymoon had been delayed. I was sure by now you'd be somewhere in the mountains of Chile. The Andes, isn't it?
Yes, that's right, Professor. Yes, we're going to stay at a chalet at Vina del Mar. It's right on the coast, right near the airport at Santiago.
Then you're still going.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. Our plane is going to leave quite late on Friday, which will give us just enough time for the dinner party.
The dinner was a delightful idea. Very few bridal couples would think of it.
Well, actually, Grant's idea at first, but now I'm just as excited as he was about it. Oh, you know, if you'd like, we can send someone over to pick you up.
Well, that's very thoughtful. But the fact is, I won't be able to come.
Oh, no, but you must.
Oh, believe me, in ordinary circumstances, I'd like nothing better. But I really must beg off for Friday evening.
Why? Do you have another engagement? I realize this is very last minute.
I have a previous engagement, but only in a technical sense.
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
It's quite simple. My work has reached an extremely critical point, and I simply cannot leave it even for one evening.
Oh, but Professor, you really must.
Again, I wish I could, but I can't afford any distraction or interruption, even for the pleasure of your dinner party.
But I promise you it won't go on for hours. In fact, Grant and I have to catch a plane that very evening. Oh, please, won't you reconsider?
I'm sorry, but I'm sure Grant will understand. My work must come first.
Then there's absolutely nothing I can say that will change your mind?
I'm afraid not.
Then we'll just have to cancel the party.
You do what?
Well, I'll just have to tell everyone that there's no possible way we can have the dinner.
Well, why would you do that?
Well, those were Grant's very strict instructions. He said that if you couldn't come, there was absolutely no reason to have the dinner at all.
Grant feels that strongly about my presence?
Well, yes, I thought you knew how Grant felt about you. His exact words were that if you could come, it would be as if his own father were there.
Why, I had no idea Grant felt that way about me.
Well, yes, he does.
I'm very flattered, deeply moved. Friday night, you said?
At the Versailles room.
Well, I don't see how I can refuse if Grant feels so strongly about it.
Then you come?
Yes, my dear, I will. And with great pleasure.
Oh, you are such a darling. Thank you. I can't wait to tell Grant. Thank you for your understanding.
Thank you both for inviting me. You can tell Grant I'll be there.
Oh, I will. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I can see that I'm gonna have myself one big problem here.
Anything I can do about it?
You sure can. You see, you're it. When did she become it, your problem? When I walked in.
Now, what exactly is the nature of this problem? I'm sure it's very earth-shaking.
Well, it is. It's very earth-shaking. You see, I gotta figure out a way how I can get to know you better. See, Luke over here is looking over my shoulder, and I don't know how to do it, especially now that I'm working for him.
That's a real dilemma.
Oh, yeah. Not only that, it's dangerous. It's going to hit the physical level any minute here. Not only am I looking over your shoulder, I am breathing down your soon-to-be broken neck. Yeah. Well, what do I do about it? Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not up to me. It's up to the lady, and she definitely has a mind of her own. Which she can change at any time. Oh, don't bet on it. I'll bet on it. I'll not only bet on it.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt this fascinating conversation, but why do I have the feeling that I'm not here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive him. He's so rude he gets carried away. Yeah, I do.
Well, before you get totally carried away, why don't you tell us about the construction project? Are you on schedule?
Why do you want to know? She's going to be running security for me at the casino. Oh, that's great. In that case, we're ahead of schedule. No kidding, we are? That's right, buddy. Mrs. Hardy came by today. She came by the place? Yeah, that's right. She came to show me the plans. You know, the plans, the original plans. The original plans. Mrs. Hardy is a member of a historical society in town. They have the original plans of the joint. That's right. She even helped me check the plans out against the work. And so far, we're right on the money. Terrific.
Wait a second. She made a personal on-site inspection?
That's right. You should have seen her walking around in a hard hat and everything. Oh, yeah? Well, and does this mean that we're going to be ready to open in a month like we planned? Maybe sooner. Sooner, Jimmy Lee, that's great, man. I'm telling you, buddy, we're going to be done in 3 weeks. Great. I got a lot of work to do.
Such as?
Such as I got to order gambling equipment. I got to fill the little nut cups. I got to make out some little invitations for the opening and stuff like that.
Oh, and I'm going to need a set of plans. May I?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you get her a set of plans? Oh, I'll be more than happy to. As a matter of fact, I'll deliver them myself.
Good.
Oh, I got a better idea. Why don't you come down and get an on-the-site tour? That way you can see where everything fits.
Oh, I like that. Do I get to wear a hard hat, too?
Oh, Luke, does she get to wear a hard hat?
Luke, can I?
Yes. Oh, hey, look. It is my mission in life. What is it? To supply every beautiful woman in this town with hard hats.
Holly's upstairs, but very lucky she may make us some coffee when she comes down.
Well, I can't stay that long. I just wanted you to know that I got a security job at the casino.
I'm pleased.
Yeah, so am I. It's going to be a little tough, though.
Problems?
Well, not special problems so much, but, well, they're much farther along with the renovation than I ever expected. I'm definitely going to be burning quite a bit of midnight oil to get this job done.
Okay, if you have any problems, well, I'm here.
Well, thanks. I think I can handle it. Of course, it will mean having to work right on the site with Jimmy Lee and his crew. Look, I better run.
You and the old JL have apparently hit it off.
Darling. But then, so's Luke. You know, I feel rather like the prom queen.
Oh?
Well, come on. 2 gorgeous men vying for my attention. You know, Luke really is wonderful.
Obviously.
And of course, there's Jimmy Lee, too. My champions, curly and blue eyes.
If you're happy, I'm happy then with you.
You know, I am happy. I have to admit I was a little disappointed when I struck out with you. But it's nice to know I can still command a little bit of attention.
You could.
Especially from Luke. Oh, he is a charmer. Look, I gotta go. Tell Holly I say hi.
I will.
Okay. Bye.
That was Connie.
I know.
You can't let on to anybody that she is working for the WSB. You understand that?
Yes, you told me.
Holly.
What?
Look, I'm sorry to have to bring this up. The only reason I'm doing it is because of your expression.
Ask what?
Earlier today, you said that Luke was totally out of your thoughts.
Yes, I said that.
You also said that if I ever had a question, I should come out with it.
Right.
Is he completely out of your thoughts?
Yes.
Sure.
Robert, please listen to me for once and for all. Luke is not on my mind. Ever.
Well, I'm most impressed. I'm sure Lila will be, too.
Then you do accept, Edward?
Oh, yes, with pleasure. I'll alert Al and the Monica so they'll keep Friday open. You know, with sufficient notice, they can always arrange things at the hospital so they're not on call.
Good.
Hi. Hi.
On these premises, it's customary to knock, young man.
Well, that's what I keep telling Randall. Can I use your table again?
Would you mind telling me why you can't use your own office down the hall?
Because they're putting in shelves.
Shelves? Well, I ordered no shelves.
Well, I did. How are you, Celia?
Quite well, thank you.
Shelves for what?
My lunch. I'm a big eater. That was a beautiful wedding. Sorry I couldn't stay till the end, but it was nice what I saw.
That was a pity.
Yeah. But I did stay long enough to see that the bride was delayed. What happened?
I ran into King Kong on the way to the church.
I figured that's what happened.
How many shelves? A whole office full?
Edward, I really must be going. You'll remember to tell Lila and the others?
Yeah, the moment I get home. If they're going to start pounding shelves around here, that may be quite soon.
Goodbye, dear.
Bye.
So glad you're coming. Oh, I am so sorry.
Yeah. I bet you are.
Oh, how clumsy of me.
Yeah.
Forgive me. Oh, everything seems to be soaked.
I get it. I get your point.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now we're even, right?
Jimmy Lee, dear.
Yes, darling.
Don't bet on it.
The Emmy Award-winning creator of All My Children and One Life to Live, Agnes Nixon.
Everyone loves a good love story. So I know you'll want to watch my newest daytime drama, Loving. Loving explores the many faces of love, from fresh young romance to passionate rivalries. It's a hot new show with something for everyone. Join me for the movie on Sunday, June 26th, and the series beginning Monday, June 27th.
Tomorrow, Rodriguez takes the starch out of a few stuffed shirts when he tries to join Kirkridge's Snooty Country Club on Condo. Then Oscar moves out when Felix's ex-wife moves in on The New Odd Couple. Sky and Ray find love but lose a fortune. Watch The Edge of Night, following FYI with Hal Linden, next on ABC.